Nothing tastes like home with real fruit in every drop. Missed out on your favorite local shows due to load shedding? Don't worry. DSTV and GoTV got you covered with the Zambia Breakfast Show. Stream live every weekday from 9 p.m. This is Monday's edition of the Breakfast Show, the day number 2 in the brand new month of September in the good year of 2024. 6:31, if you are clock watching, you're supposed to be at work by 7, time you started off. And if you're supposed to report by 8, you should be out of bed and prepare your breakfast. And it's important that you have breakfast before you can do anything. Break that fast. Yeah. Doesn't mean breakfast should always be tea, bread, and the like. Anything that you can eat in the morning, so that the body can have that enough energy to see you throughout the day, if possible. We're going to have the news at 6:45. Bimba News at 7:30. Rush hour at 7:20, somewhere there. We check out what's happening on our roads. We have the what's in the papers at 7:50. News headlines at 8. Sports update. Yeah, exciting. Exciting times when we talk about sports. Yeah. And uh, okay, I'm not going to talk about Manchester United. Let me not spoil your morning. I'll just talk about Zanaco, whatever is happening with Zanaco FC. So you get to hear more about that one. And Mansa hosted the first ever sports festival. I never had the chance to pass through, but according to what I've seen on social media, it was a success. Let's make it even better next time. That was a good initiative. And later on, we'll have the news review and more choice remote. And remember, every Monday we have the agenda, and today we have the agenda at 09 hours. Of course, you've heard the promos there. So we have the agenda, the program that comes to you every Monday, and of course Friday, 9 to 10. And today we are talking more about the Zambian media landscape. Last night, I don't know if you saw, Zesco released a statement last night that there are challenges with the importation of power. They are facing some challenges According to them, the unforeseen development arises from the following factors: reduced power imports from the southern circuit via Namibia to a converter fault on the transmission line. And during this import route, Constraint ZESCO is receiving only 33 megawatts of the 160 megawatts scheduled imports. Ongoing annual plant maintenance works at Mamba Quarry is limited, which has temporarily taken 150 megawatts off the national grid. So what have they done now? Let me just read so that you don't say, oh, nijake wafupangile falande. So let me just read what they have said. So providing power supply to residential customers for up to 3 hours per day on a rational basis to support access to household essentials such as water pumping. So ZESCO have said they will only be supplying power for 3 hours. Okay. Okay, we'll be back soon. Our transmitter is off, so we'll be back. Oh, Zescoro. Don't worry, we'll be back soon. Power is off at our transmitters. Our technician is working on it. We'll be back soon. back live. We are back live. 105.5.
Apologies for the breaking in transmission. This was due to Zest control failure. Apologies for the breaking in transmission. This was due to Zest control failure. Apologies for the breaking in transmission. This was due to Zest control failure.
You are listening to KKFM live on your FM dial 95.5.
This is KFM. As a young driver, you're more likely to take a number of the deadliest risks on our roads, including speeding, overtaking blind, driving on drugs, and not belting up.
It's more than just radio. LOLC Finance Zambia is one of the fastest growing non-bank financial institutions in the country, which offers personal, SME, and corporate tailor-made products to suit your every need. Our products include home loans, asset finance, which include auto, agriculture, and building supplies. We also have consumer loans, trade finance, business loans, group loans, bonds, and guarantees. You can also open savings and fixed deposit accounts at very competitive rates. Our head office is in Lusaka at Green City Office Park. We have 11 operational branches across the country, including Kabwe, Nula, Kitwe, Chingola, Solwezi, Kamumbila, Mansa, Joma, Mongu, and Chipata. LOLC Finance Zambia. Imagine the possibilities.
Are you tired of sitting in traffic, rushing from one class to another? Do you ever wish you could take control of your own schedule and learn at your own pace? Then the University of Zambia Institute of Distance Education has the solution for you. Our distance programs are designed to cater for your busy schedule, and our postgraduate programs range from PhD in any field, Master of Business Administration, Master of Arts in various fields, Master of Science including Public Health, Nursing and Physiotherapy, Master of Education in Educational Management, Master of Science in Counseling, Master of Science in Peace Leadership and Conflict Resolution. Our undergraduate degree programs include Bachelor of Laws, business-related programs, Bachelor of Science including Public Health, Nursing, Physiotherapy, Bachelor of Education in various fields. Join us by applying on our online link, online.uza.zm for UZA IDE programs, and ZOU online.uza.zm for UZA or ZOU postgraduate programs. For more details, give us a call on 0978 772249 or 0772 832487 or come in person at our Gismondi offices 122 Mandela Road, Lusaka. You can also visit our provincial centers in all the provincial towns or drop us an email at customercare@umza.zm or visit our website www.umza.zm.
The meaning of life is not to simply exist, but to move ahead, to rise up and achieve, to conquer. Introducing Kung Fu Energy Drink, your push for the next conquests. Kung Fu Energy Drink, master the power.
Kulitambe
It's a secret ingredient. You wanna make it and enjoy it every day. So baby, now as I go. This is not just milk. It's Dairy Gold milk. It's farm fresh and it's delicious.
Here's Mike. He loves his Maximo. He starts with banana flavor for breakfast. He moves with vanilla during traffic. He moves with strawberry at lunchtime. He even has chocolate flavor at dinner too.
Mike, dinner too?
I can't help it. It's Maximo. Be like Mike. That's me, by the way. Move with the Maximo you love. Maximo flavored milk. Let Maxi move you.
Msana wavuka tikumuleko inatenga pezero uweta shankoto.
No need to tell me. I know what you want.
Oh,
I've seen you guys from the TV advert. Nice bag, by the way, eh? Wildcat, huh? Wildcat it is. Crisp, refreshing, energy taste.
yamerija bottle ya black.
Oh, yes. And the whole black thing just adds mysterious allure to the drink. Oh,
Not ukumwa energy drink vishtoneka mkati mungani vizikoronki.
exactly my point. By the way, hey, can you just sign this vodka bottle for me?
Ufuna ka autograph,
John, what's happening about you?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, boss. Yeah, okay. And slow down. Wildcat energy drink. Untamed energy. It's not a meal, but it's just as filling. It's not a fruit, but it's just as giving. It's smooth. Shaky Joe. Shaky Joe. Smooth. Shaky Joe. Shaky. Get rid of that hungry stomach rumble. Get yourself a refreshing Shaky Joe fruity milk. Strawberry, pineapple, mix it there. Smooth. Shaky Joe.
Shaky Joe, fill yourself with goodness.
It's here. It's finally here. The Kevin News. The Kevin News.
Let's work together to own the Chapman Kwai.
The Kevin News. The Kevin News. If it matters to you, it matters to us.
Good morning, welcome to the Breakfast News. Today, the 2nd of September 2024. Apologies for bringing the news late. This was due to Zesco power failure at our transmitters. To present the news today, I'm Jack Mapembudo. We also welcome our viewers on Facebook and YouTube. We now take a look at the top stories. APP leader calls on politicians to quit telling lies. Socialist Party President Fred Membe has called for the equal treatment of all citizens. Rwapra Provincial Agriculture Coordinator issues warning against potential malpractices in the implementation of FISIP. In international news headlines, massive protest hit Israel after 6 hostages killed in Gaza. And in sports, such Polo boys off to Ivory Coast for AFCON qualifier.
The Careful News. If it matters to you, it matters to us.
And now the news in detail. The opposition advocates for people's prosperity has called on politicians to be truthful and stick to their party manifestos once elected to govern the country. APP President Mwenyamusenge says all elected leaders must show exceptional commitment to serving the people of Zambia and must stay true to the promises made during campaigns. He says Zambians are suffering now because the government they elected in the hope of alleviating the sufferings has deviated and does not care about their struggles. Meanwhile, Mr. Musenge says the style of leadership demonstrated by the New Dawn government eroded confidence of ordinary Zambians in all political leadership. Musenge pledged to work to restore the confidence of the people in politicians by being a pro-poor government that lives to the people's expectation.
Shuko iri akuteeka kino kyalo kuti kyakyejo aba n'ensula UPND mu opposition baleeranga empiri n'emisitu kyobalina okuyisa kita n'okuleeta obyaddaji kati mwamu n'ekyo ekyalo kye baalaba kyonse nombanza tona politicians tuli bapirwa kumo n'abalimenya bafishinka nomba balisuulwa ku bantu mulambiwa kuti abapoliticians balikwata ekimusango kyakulaba nga baakikakanye moneneeko baekyeeki baleeba mukyenyekyalo. So, again to again, ama institution there who I can play the constitution and Baba Lupapa from the Bromchalo. Yale Ibom Bella, who are going to say that here. Molecular Popular Ibom Bella. But pending some Inspector General of Police, apply what till in some. Teoria Butila to the church around the phone at Categoria, Yoga Stacy. Apply I don't talk and Shisha. Ba SCC badeki bonse aba bafile babalekako babapeza nsambu shakwibombera byena ikyalo kyalalondoloka.
Socialist Party SP President Fred Membe has called for the equal treatment of all citizens. Dr. Membe said he was surprised when he was told to leave Mukobeko maximum prison in Kabwe without handing over food items to incarcerated Honorable Nixon Chilangwa and Honorable Ronald Chitotela. He noted that people who arrived after him were attended to while he was kept waiting. Dr. Membe expressed sadness that he was eventually ordered to leave the premises with his belongings. He was advised to go back today. Luapula Provincial Agriculture Coordinator Paco Godwin Chate has issued a stern warning against potential malpractices in the implementation of the Farmer Input Support Program. Chate made this statement during a two-day sensitization workshop for Ministry of Agriculture officers held in Mansa. Chate urged officers to strictly adhere to the guidelines outlined in the FISIP manual for the 2024-2025 farming season. He also highlighted that most districts in Luapula Province will be utilizing the electronic voucher system for FISIP implementation. He also highlighted that Mr. Chate has expressed hope to safeguard the program's effectiveness and benefits to farmers in Luapula Province.
Is one program that we need to treat with a lot of caution in terms of malpractices. You know, every time we do visit, we end up finding some of our colleagues are too fast. This physics is a national program, so let's make sure that whatever we do, we are as transparent as possible because we are there to save our farmers.
The opposition Economic Front EF party has joined the UPND alliance with a promise to help the current regime intensify its fight against corruption. Addressing the media in Lusaka yesterday morning, party leader Winter Kabimba says this follows an extensive debate by the party's Central Committee, which voted in favor of the idea to join the alliance, with only 1 out of 9 provinces opposing the idea. Mr. Kabimba says his party has been compelled to offer solidarity to the UPND government because of its commitment to fight corruption, which he says is a noble cause and should be supported by all well-meaning Zambians. He also disclosed that the United Kwacha Alliance UKA was also an option that his party was considering, but that the opposition alliance failed to avail documentation of the objectives and principles that govern the alliance after being requested by EF. Mr. Kabimba has since urged his party members in various jurisdictions across the country to give solidarity to the UPND to lead the country forward. Government has directed civil servants charged with the responsibility of identifying beneficiaries under the social cash transfer program to only register qualified people. Chief Government Spokesperson Cornelius Mwetwa says that the government is concerned that a number of beneficiaries in rural districts have not yet been captured. Mr. Mwetwa says it is the government's desire that those captured in the system should not take long to start receiving the funds. He also stressed that in many communities, people are being registered for social cash transfer, but only a few or none are receiving the funds. Mr. Mwetwa, who is also Minister of Information and Media, directed the district authorities under the Ministry of Community Development and Social Services to up their game. He was speaking in Sikalongo area in Choma district at the burial of a senior citizen, Elizabeth Dinde, who is the mother of Financial Intelligence Center board chairperson Simacheche Dinde. The minister indicated that President Ichilema has given guidance, and it is his desire that all eligible persons must benefit from the social cash transfer program. Mr. Mwetwa said the government is aware that some public service workers want to frustrate government efforts. He warned that the government will not tolerate such a kind of work culture. Government has assured the public that all available mealie meal stocks in shops and chain stores have been rigorously tested and are free from aflatoxins. Information and Media Permanent Secretary Tabo Kawana says the government has implemented stringent quality control measures to ensure the mealie meal is fit for consumption. Mr. Kawana says in an interview that a team of specialized officers have been conducting inspections and that the affected batches have been removed from the shelves. He further urged consumers to remain vigilant and report any suspected issues with food products to the authorities. Meanwhile, Mr. Kawana has condemned political players trying to use the situation to gain political mileage. And ShopRite Lewanika Mall branch manager Queen Njovu said the retail outlet is pleased that the concerns around aflatoxins have been handled amicably. One member of the Seventh-day Adventist Church in Kitwe has died, while 34 others are nursing injuries after the bus they were traveling on plunged into the Mambashi stream. The 36 SDA members were on a Rosa bus from a camp meeting in the Ruango area within Kitwe. Seventh-day Adventist Chimwemwe Mission Pastor Emmanuel Charwe has described the incident as unfortunate, and Chimwemwe Level 1 Hospital Medical Director Dr. Mulenga has described the condition of 6 out of the 34 members admitted to the hospital as critical but stable. Dr. Mulenga says that the 6 patients who are critical, 4 are children aged between 2 and 5 years old. He, however, said the patients are responding well to treatment and that staff at the hospital will do everything possible to stabilize them. Before we take a look on the international news, a recap on local news headlines. APP leader calls on politicians to quit telling lies. Socialist Party President Fred Membe has called for the equal treatment of all citizens. Luapula Provincial Agriculture Coordinator issues warning against potential malpractices in the implementation of FISE. Coming up in international news and sports, massive protest hit Israel after 6 hostages killed in Gaza. And Chipolopolo boys off to Ivory Coast for AFCON qualifier.
News. If it matters to you, it matters to us.
Massive protests swept Israel on Sunday following the death of 6 hostages in Gaza as frustration mounted over the failure of the country's leadership to secure a ceasefire deal that would free Israeli captives. Crowds estimated by Israel media to number up to 500,000 strong demonstrated in Jerusalem, Tel Aviv, and other cities, demanding that Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu do more to bring home the remaining 101 hostages, about of a third of whom Israeli officials estimate have died. In Jerusalem, protesters blocked streets and demonstrated outside the Prime Minister's residence. Aerial footage showed Tel Aviv's main highway filled with protesters holding flags with pictures of the slain hostages. Israeli television footage showed police directing water cannons at demonstrators who had blocked roads. Local media reported 29 arrests. Labor leaders called a one-day general strike today, Monday. German's anti-immigration alternative for German AfD is celebrating a historic success with the far-right party on course for a big victory in the eastern state of Tunisia. The AfD is set to win almost a third of the vote, according to a projection for public broadcaster ARD, 9 points ahead of the conservative CDU and far in front of Germany's three governing parties. The results would give the far right its first vote win in a state parliament since World War II, although it has little hope of forming a government in Tunisia. The AfD came close in Sunday's other big state election in the more populous neighboring state of Saxony. Projections there gave the CDU almost 32% of the vote, a point ahead of the AfD, again far ahead of the three parties running the national government, the Social Democrats, Greens, and Liberal FDP. And now, in the world of sports, the Chipolo Polo boys are off to Abidjan, where they will set up base ahead of Friday's Group G Morocco 2025 Africa Cup of Nations qualifier. A contingent comprising local players left for Abidjan in the early hours of Monday aboard Ethiopian Airlines. Foreign-based players will fly directly to Ivory Coast, with the team expected to be complete by Tuesday. Meanwhile, Libya-based Kelvin Kampamba, who is on the books of Al Nassr Benghazi, will not be part of Friday's game after losing his mother in Kitwe. Kampamba was due to join camp in Lusaka but was greeted with the demise of his mother. Zambia plays Ivory Coast on Friday in Bouake before hosting Sierra Leone in September 10 in Ndola. Also in transit is head coach Avram Grant. There were fears that the Israeli might not be in charge of the team following a standoff between his camp and Faz over a number of issues, including the roping in of Wedson Nyirenda and Beston Chambeshi as his assistant. And now Zesco United opened their 2024-2025 Zambian Super League season campaign with a narrow victory over Nkana. George Ngoma's second half strike was enough for the Ndola-based outfit to secure maximum points. Emmanuel Siwale winning his first game as interim boss following the departure of George Rwandamina and Tenant Chirumba. In Mazabuka, FC Muza recorded their first win of the season as they beat Ndeni 3-1. Biston Banda scored a goal and assisted another as the elegant Dynamites put struggling in Ndeni to the sword, condemning them to their third loss of the season. Gift Samanansa and Francisco Capiringo scored a goal each. At Edwin Mboyela Stadium, Green Buffaloes edged Zanaco 2-1. Wedson Nyirenda suffered their second loss in a row following their loss to Atletico Lusaka in midweek. Peking's Mumba scored a late winner after Chawananga Kaonga had cancelled out Steven Mutama's opener. Nkwaza and Atletico Lusaka played to a goalless draw, while Mtondo Stars held Nchanga Rangers to a 1-0 draw. We now come to the end of this morning news bulletin, but before I run a recap on the top stories. APP leader calls on politicians to quit telling lies. Socialist Party President Fred Membe has called for the equal treatment of all citizens. Luapula Provincial Agriculture Coordinator issues warning against potential malpractices in the implementation of FISIP. And massive protest hit Israel after 6 hostages killed in Gaza. In sports, Chipolo boys off to Ivory Coast for AFCON qualifier. And the main news this morning on KFM 95.5 and on our YouTube channel and Facebook page. Join us for the main news this afternoon at 13 hours. Before that, we have the news summary at 10 and the news headlines at 8. At 7:30, you can join our Bemba crew with the news in Bemba. On behalf of the entire news team at K, I'm Jack Mapembolo. Keep listening to the Heavy Breakfast Show.
The KFM News. If it matters to you, it matters to us.
You are listening to KKFM live on the FM dial 95.5.
It's Mellow Monday.
It's the best thing.
I think that I found myself a cheerleader.
Mellow Monday. It's Mellow Monday. It's Mellow Monday. On KFM.
Romeo, Romeo, this on my face with my head up high. Confidence is full, cause my skin's not dry. Oh yes, I'm glowing and I feel so bright. It's because I'm Romeo, that's why. Romeo, Romeo, takes my skin. Romeo, glycerine.
Muzumile twani mulibuti, mwishani muliwanji, tipina ni manja, tipange na banja, we have family. Banja, family.
When family gives you unexpected laundry challenges, give them Banja washing powder. Banja washing powder, the family detergent.
Scrubbing, scrubbing, scrubbing till the dirt was gone. Is how I did the dishes till you came along. Wow. Now that you are here, sing a different song. Sparkle, sparkle, sparkle dishes all day long. Sparkle, sparkle. Sparkle, 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 sparkle dishes all day long. Sparkle, 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 sparkle dishes all day long.
Let your dishes sparkle with Boom Sparkle Plus dishwashing liquid. To know where we're going, we must remember where we're coming from. Boom. Never forget home.
John boy, inkwatira chirisuma ninji nakumwana kulenga ndabati yaman tokulu pio wingi. Oh, okay. Ninji wingi okutemwa kala kama kanda kama kamukata dero kana kena kanya china kana makata ko dero na tawale kumba wino tapa sana kwa tata kanya abana unga konga kupata abana umana nanyina baralwali yo kwaze baba nunkashwanja afika ise tawsokoka nemi tabatumina mu niche foto ya chipatara mpya mama paso tungarukanya abana nisiona kuna mbona la chakali ya chikala na mai umwa wa Afrika kusaka mana urupalo akwe na fo no wesunga bachibantu ukusingirira mboka nalwalira kamba yachikosere ina mwina mwanzi twalisako kubomfeshira iringi okutarukanya abana tuminyitanya abana tuleko okupata nasambira we naino mwina mwanzi tuleko okupata wendeshe pakutira kulenga ndabachema ndimwapine mwini kabiri nalisaka mana umino uyo walikolwandi namwe bene kitali kimwe kini kanshanye ni naratumiko bene kwakuganya abana abakukwata kabiri tandalire nutupatare kiri mpepi naimwe bakwishira ko ifini
abachimenekera kweyimbira bachipani chabo nukugombera pamwe nabo bafwirishako.
Tune in to the Agenda program on Monday morning from 9 hours to 10 hours for a special episode focused on media freedom in Zambia. We will be joined by veteran journalist Kaseba Mashida Kaseba who will share his insights on the current state of media freedom under the UPND government. Kaseba Masha Kaseba is a respected journalist with a long history of covering Zambian politics and society. He is known for his fearless reporting commitment to holding those in power accountable. He will discuss an opportunity perspective the UPND government can promote a more free and independent media. Join host Jakuma Pembulo and Kaseba Mashina Kaseba for a thought-provoking discussion on media freedom in Zambia. Tune in to the agenda program on Monday morning from 9 hours to 10 hours, only on KFM 95.5.
Music from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. The greatest hits of all time.
Rest in peace. You'll always be in my heart. Mama, God bless your soul. I know that you in your hands. Life ain't easy without you, Mama. 'Cause you've been there for me. Anytime, anywhere, every day. Yeah, Mama, oh Mama. Everybody misses you. Mama, Mama, Grandma. Without you, you'll always be in our hearts. It's reality. No, ain't no fantasy. Oh no, I promise you, my way I'll take care. Hey, Mama, yeah. Don't
That's one of the famous artists to ever lived in Africa. We're talking about Brenda Nukuzola Fassi. She was born on 3rd November 1964 and died on the 9th of May 2004. And according to the media, she died of cardiac arrest. And of course, there was some insinuations that she was on drugs, and of course, it was true. She was abusing drugs. So the press were initially told that she had suffered cardiac arrest, but later reported that she had slipped into a coma as a result of an asthma attack. And the post-mortem report revealed that Fassi had taken an overdose of cocaine on the night of her collapse, and this was the cause of her coma. Of course, she made music forget about her personal life, but when it comes to music, she recorded her first. Her first recording was made in 1983 with the hit single "Weekend Special," which became the fastest-selling record at the time. The song enjoyed great international popularity, and Brenda and the Big Dudes toured to the United States, Britain, Europe, Australia, and Brazil. And looking back at her life, at the age of 16, she left Cape Town for Soweto to pursue a singing career. She first joined the group Joy and later became lead singer for the group Brenda and the Big Dudes. She has a son. Yes, she had a son in 1985, and she was briefly in marriage. She was married briefly from 1989 to 1991, and yeah, Too Late for Mama was another popular song that she did. And yeah, she was buried in South Africa, yeah, at her birthplace in Langa, Cape Town. And she left a lot for her son. Yes, Brenda Fassi left a lot for her son by the name of Bongani. She left him with 20 million rands estate. Yeah, so that's Brenda Fassi for you. And this one was a dedication to her mother. And there's a story about this song, Mama. It's a dedication to her mother. You know, when you're making it in life, and she was like, wanted to surprise her mother with a gift. So she bought her mother a house. So she wanted to surprise her mother. So her mother, when she saw the house, she was too excited. That is how she collapsed. And that is how she died. And that's how she came up with this song. Okay, 0725 coming up next is the Bemba News. What's in the papers is also coming up at 7:50. We're unable to have the traffic watch due to time constraints. If you are aware, we started the news late due to power failure at our transmitters. We'll have a traffic watch tomorrow. We have the news headlines at 8. Sports update. We'll talk more about Zanaco and Manchester United at 8:10, and we have the news review at 8:30. What a lovely Monday morning. How are you? And let's hope we are prepared for today's activity. Wishing you all the best. This is Jack till 9. And don't forget at 9, we have the agenda program. It's an exciting discussion we're going to have today. And yeah, we'll give you the platforms where you can watch the program. And of course, you can also follow on 95.5. Stand by for the news in Bemba at 7:30.
Music from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. The greatest hits of all time. Greatest hits of all time.
Tune in to the Agenda program on Monday morning from 9 hours to 10 hours for a special episode focused on media freedom in Zambia. We will be joined by veteran journalist Kaseba Mashila Kaseba, who will share his insights on the current state of media freedom under the UPND government. Kaseba Mashila Kaseba is a respected journalist with a long history of covering Zambian politics and society. He is known for his fearless reporting commitment to holding those in power accountable. He will discuss and opportunities facing journalists in Zambia today. And he will offer his perspective on how the UPND government can promote a more free and independent media. Join host Jakuma Pembulo and Kaseba Mashila Kaseba for a thought-provoking discussion on media freedom in Zambia. Tune in to the Agenda program on Monday morning from 9 hours to 10 hours, only on KFM 95.5.
1, 2, 3, go!
Just as easy as 1, 2, 3, and all my clothes are squeaky clean.
Quick to remove the dirt and stains and fresh, sweet things.
Never seen nothing like it. That's exactly why I like it. Fresh one with aloha.
Solid on the X Factor show. Did you know when my bus driver? You guys go through a lot. Any place can be your dining room. Unlike in my office, you have everything at your disposal. Whoa, what's happening? I took a stinking son of Samjakuman. This guy, no X at all. Don't be like Mr. Know-it-all office guy. Be like Mr. Bus Driver. This guy has the X.
Safety is a proven fact only when related to hygienics. Hygienics, you're safe in our hands.
Here's Mike. He loves his Maximo. He starts with banana flavor for breakfast. He moves with vanilla during traffic. He moves with strawberry at lunchtime. He even has chocolate flavor at dinner too.
Mike, dinner too?
I can't help it. It's Maximo. Be like Mike. That's me, by the way. Move with the Maximo you love. Maximo flavored milk. Let Maxi move you.
Ndani ya kapela nane kuja msinde kumwitiza pesa umoyo nipacha kase nipacha mtima nipacha nilifuna pacha mtima nipacha
The Kevin News.
Justice is a matter of peace. Without justice, peace cannot
The Kevin News.
Let's work together to own the Chapman Kwai.
The Kevin News. The Kevin News. If it matters to you, it matters to us. The Kevin News. If it matters to you, it matters to us.
akashita kunung'anda mulabasa kafika buno pa 7:31 iliashiria musipembano ya luchelo ilero pa 2 September 2024 newalabelenga nineleonia kunda ichilonga inotsusha komitekele icha Advocate for People's Prosperity APP na chomba bafukansefya chalo kuba bachinka nokonena kupila fya filongano fyabo lilonse basalo kuba mu butungulushi bwa chalo ntungulushi nkalamba ya chilonga ino cha APP bamwene musenge batsile shonse ntungulushi chisalwa balengile okuiperesha okusungilira buli bantu ba mu chalo cha Zambia kabiri balengile okuimanina mu chishinka kupira bakwata okulaya panchita kubokongola bakasala batsile abena Zambia balechula nomba ichobuteko basalire mukukwata esubiro yakwabombera tabusakama na mafa bashingwana ina nakalya lubalilumbi bamusenge batsile butungulushi bwalela ngo buteko bupya bwalipera abena Zambia esubiro kuma butungulushi onse African Safe ya Shalom bamusenge n'abalayo okwissa bumba bwino n'okwamya emikalire y'abantu.
Uko iri akuteeka kino kyalo kuti kyakyejo abana ensula UPND mu opposition balelanda empiri n'emisitu byobalera okwisa kitano okuleeta obyagaji kati mwamona ekyo ekyalo ki baalaba kyonse nombanza kwema politicians tuli bapirwa kumo n'abaimenya kafishing kanomba balisuulwa ku bantu mulangira kuti abapoliticians balikwata ekimusango kyakulaba nga baakikakanye moneneko baekyo ekibaleera mu kirenge kyalo. So, mukwikirira tinalanda okutira leke ama institution leyo twayitangira kwebende kupitira muri constitution nambama lupapulo lw'amafunde muno mukyalo yaleeyiba omubera ukwagula okulaya kitayitafiya muleke bakafokola baleeyiba omubera bapeni nsamu inspector general of police afiya ikwatira ensambu teulya wakutira kintu kyekyo namukira bafuna kiteeka teulya iyo kakiteesi afiya layitontonkanisisha ba SCC ba deki bonse aba bafune babalekako babapeeza ensambu shakwibombera yena ekyalo kyalalondoka.
Entungo Shinkalamba eyakilongaine okutusha ku miteekere ekya Socialist Party ba Fred Membe n'abalomba okutiira ku ngeri ab'okupeera emisungire emwe y'abeekashi bonse. Ba Dr. Membe batiire bali abapushiwere baayebera okutira bengafuma kumukobeeko maximum prison kumusumba wakabwe okwabula okushefya kulefu bakwete okutwalira ba Honorable Nixon Chilangwa na ba Honorable Nazi Kitotera. Balondolera okutira abantu bafikirire benta barafika balikwata okupokerwa bwino lero bena bayekere fye okutendeka okulolera. Ba Dr. Membe n'abalondole fala babulanda okutira baliibwa okufuna pali nchendi n'efyakulya basendire okutwala lero n'ebintu fimbi. Ba Membe bakwete okweba okutira balingire okubwekeramu obushuku bwa leero. Ba Provincial Agriculture Coordinator abamu n'ekitundu kya Lwapula ba Godwin Chate n'abakwate okupeera omusoko okwitarusha ku bufunfuntungu bwonse ili okuleba okutendeka kwa mirimu kubabika kwanshukuba kupakamisha obwa Farmer Input Support Program FISPO. Ba Chate bapeera akakasibo panshi kushibirisha kulanshina kwa mukiputurwa kya bulimi okumana okwaberere muno musumba amansa. Ba Chate n'abalomba ab'omufu kubeera amanshi kwalekabirwa mu mulimu wa kupeera efyakumpa mu bulimi okwabwanshuko bwa FISPO mu bulimi bwa mwaka wa 2024 ero na 2025. Kabiri batiire emisumba imo muno kitundu kya Lwapula balina okumpa obwanshuko bwa electronic voucher okubwanshuko bwa FISPO. Ba Chate n'abalondole bakwete esubire okushingirira amanshi konsa alekabirwa mu kusekera mu bashi bulimi muno kitundu kya Lwapula.
One program that we need to treat with a lot of caution in terms of malpractices. You know, every time we do FISIP, we end up finding some of our colleagues are too fast. This FISIP is a national program, so let's make sure that whatever we do, we are as transparent as possible because we are there to save our farmers.
Ekilongaino okutusha ku miteekere ekya Economic Front nakirunda ku kilongaino kya UPND Alliance n'okulayo okutira balina okwafa obuteeko obuli kubalinda kai okulwisha amafisa kanwa. Mukulanda kuli bakalemba weryashi ku musumba wa Lusaka intongo Shinkalambya ekyo kilonganino ba Winter Kabimba batiire firi kukonkana okulansha n'okwatira ekisaka kya kilonganino n'okufala okutira kwengabo okwirunda ku kilongaino kya UPND Alliance apo n'ekitungu kimofye bafiiri paabula ekyakwetya okukana kukujuku ilitontonkanyo. Bakabimba batiire ekilongaino kyabo kirina okubomba n'obuteeko bwa kilongaino kya UPND omulando n'okwiperesha kwabo okulwisha amafisa kanwa batiire yaringire okutungirirwa kubeena Zambia bonse. Kabiri basukwere okutiira ekilongaino kya United Quarter Alliance nakyo kine kyalina okutungirirwa n'ekilongaino kyabo. Lero iyi Alliance yisusha ku miteekere balifire okukonka efiringire nakutirisha palma kwali okwepushako ku kilongaino kya Economic Front Part. Bakabimba n'abalomba bamembala ba kilongaino kyabo mu nchende eshalekanalekana mu kyalo okupeera okutungirira ku kilongaino kya UPND bakutwala ekyalo Pantanshi. Obuteeko nabupeera ekambisho kuba bamufa mu buteeko bonse abapeerwa emirimu iyakulonderera balingire okubeka okwanshukuba kupakamisha obwa Social Cash Transfer Christopher Okutila balingirira okulemba abantu abalingirira okubikwa pali obubwanshiko abalanzirako obuteeko bakonegasi mweto batile obuteeko buli obwayisanshamu pambendo abalesekera muri obubwanshiko munchendesha mumishi ababashilati okukopwa bamweto batile kukabila kwa buteeko kuli bonsa balekopwa kalekale okutila tebalingirira okukola okupokelela indalama shabo kabiri batile munchende abantu abalembeshwa kubwanshiko bwa social cash transfer banonofe balepokelela eshindalama bamwetwa abo kabiri nisolo wa chiputurwa chimwana pakusalanganya otsebo nabapereka mishoko bochikumini ku chiputurwa cha community development and social services okampusha emilimo yabo balanzilevi kunchende ya Sikalongo kumusomba wa Choma ile kwaje kushika abafwire bakukoleba kuli inchende ba Elizabeth Dinde abali bafyasha bakumupando mutsaka cha Financial Intelligence Center Board basima chenche Dinde Solo balunze puno kutila bakateka baejire mana bapereka mbisho kabili kukabila kwabo kutila abantu balingire okusekera mbuli ubwanshiko bale kwato okusekera mu nokwe kubwanshiko bakupakamisha ubwa social cash transfer bamweto batile ubuteeko bwali bwayibukira okutila emilimo ya chindu wengimo ila kabili okuyiperesha kwa buteeko nabapera omusuko okutila obuteeko tabulina okulekerera emibumbere ishafika pona kalya Ubuteeko nabukwate okwewa ekintu wengi kutila obunga bwonsi obuli mu matuuka na mu mishiika bwali kwata okupimwa kabiri tabukwetepo obwafu bwa aflatoxins ekyo bwali kwata okucecetwa bwino kale mbwalupwala shikwe chiputurwa chimwana pakusalanganya otsebo batabukawana batile ubuteeko bulebika amashiko alina okwafa okushingirira obunga ubuleba omufywa bakawana batile ibumba lyaba bomfi bali kwata okuceceta kabiri obunga obwasangirwemu obwafya bwali kwata okupimishwa mu mishiika na mu matuuka ekyo n'abalumba bonsi okuba bachenjera n'okupera otsebo ku mafya yonsi ayengatunganishwa okukwatamu obwafya kumbali 14 liba lilumbi bakawana n'abasushokirwamu abalefu okulaba omufyo bw'obwafya ng'enshila y'African Safe ya Chalo n'aba branch manager bapetuka lya Shoprite lewanikamo ba Queen Njovu batile bali abatemu n'okutila African Safe yasanishiwemu obwafya bwa aflatoxins fyalifumishwa pamakwebo Mukusonderera kw'eryashi mu Kibemba muri Mr. iya Luchero memba laumo uwa mulukuta lwa Seventh Day Adventist Church kumusumba wa Kitwe eufwire eryabali ya 34 ebalepokerera obundapishi panu masasha balimu yasangire mu busansi bukamusebo iyo yakwete okupoina mumana wa Mwamba Stream bamemba labalukuta lwa SDA abali 36 bali muri sacha ya Rosabas kabiri balefuma kunsakwe kunchende ya Luango mukati kanchende ya Kitwe ba Seventh Day Adventist chimwe mission ba Pastor Emmanuel Chalo balondwele ubusansonga bumwe bwakupapusha kabiri bwakwisanisha mapakalamba na ba medical director aba Pachipatala Church mu Level 1 Hospital ba Dr. Mlenga balondwele abali mutando kuti baliko AF panumere bakweto kwa mukulu alishanganshi ba Dr. Mlenga batile abalwele abali mutanda abalwalishe bamubaliye bana abanono abakwete imyaka 2 kabiri batile abalwele balepokerera omundapishi kabiri abo bali chipatala balina okumbako benga pesha okushinikisha okutila abalwele bakwate okundapwa empera eryashi mu Kibemba muri Mr. iya Luchero eryashi mu Kibemba twametera ku Mr. Akasuba pa 12:13
News. If it matters to you, it matters to us.
The meaning of life is not to simply exist, but to move ahead, to rise up and achieve, to conquer. Introducing Kung Fu Energy Drink, your push for the next conquests. Kung Fu Energy Drink, master the power.
Exactly what I need. It's a secret ingredient. Enjoy it every day.
This is not just milk. It's dairy gold milk. It's farm fresh and it's delicious.
Alright, it's green and I'm ready to go. Now tell me, do you feel the flow?
When you feel low, you can use some yellow to brighten up the show.
Slowly.
When I wanna get fired up, all I do is get the rich.
Slowly. Orange makes me feel alright and happy all over.
Everybody needs some color in their life. Makes you happy, makes you feel alright. Think I'm now, think I'm now, think I'm now.
Taking girl away from me, more God. Can't believe that. Can't believe that. Taking girl away from me, more God. Girl, come give me like a answer. Give me like a answer. Give me answer. Give me answer. Give me answer. Girl, come give me like a answer. Give me like a answer. Give me answer. Show me love, get free your mind. Give me like a one and I'ma make you mine. Yeah. Pretty girl, I'll make you mine. I know you need it coming up, that's why you really shine. Baby girl, come free your mind. Ready love to keep, I wanna hold you tight. Baby girl, I hold you tight. I wanna squeeze, wanna tease, wanna please. Baby girl, I want it one more time. Yeah. You can't believe that. Can't believe that. Taking girl away from me, more God. Can't believe that. Can't believe that. Taking girl away from me, more God.
That was music of Cranium, Can't Believe. And yeah, Monday's edition of the Breakfast show. Any confessions you want to make, or whatever happened over the weekend, or it's like what they say, that whatever happens in Dallas remains in Dallas. So let's forget about what happened over the weekend. After all, it's none of our business. Yeah. What happens if you know what happened to me? Nothing. So why should I know what happened to you? Okay. This is the time we get to what's in the papers. Of course, don't forget, we have the agenda at 09 hours. We'll be talking issues to do with the media landscape in Zambia. We'll talk about that one at 9 hours. So today, we check out what's in the papers for today, Monday, the 2nd of September. And we start with the Zambia Daily Mail. It says HH6 Practical Energy Solutions and hints at possibility of partnering with TBEA Group of China. So, as you may be aware, the president is in China. And these are some of activities he's undertaking aside from the conference that is happening there. And Winter's economic front to work with UPND. Okay. So he says to help save Zambia from those who seek to return to power to enjoy corruption again, Economic Front President Winter Kabemba has announced that his party will work with UPND to advance a just and civil political environment in the country to engender peace, unity, and development. So that's Mr. Winter Kabemba, who has joined hands with the UPND. Because sometimes, I don't know, with the Zambian politicians, a few months ago, he was saying something bad about the UPND. And here we are. He's now ready to work with them. I think that is something that we lack in Zambian politicians. They don't have principles. That's why, if you heard in the news, we'll talk more about that one during the news review about the sentiments of Mr. Mwanyam Senge. But happenings like this is what erodes the confidence people have in politicians. So we'll talk about this in detail at 0830. Now, the other story in the Zambia Daily Mail is donors previously withheld $17 million medical support, which reveals And two sisters aged 8 killed in Inferno. Too sad. And woman boyfriend kill selves. And this happened in Chinsari. I thought these issues do happen in Kuchipata. A few days after the boyfriend committed suicide, the 21-year-old woman of Chinsari followed suit by also killing herself. Grace Mpundu of Choshi village under Chifunkula was allegedly depressed after the boyfriend killed himself on Sunday. They were in love. They were in love. Sometimes love can make you do crazy stuff, but to an extent of killing yourself, don't judge me. Girl killed, 36 injured in a bus crash. A girl aged between 3 and 5 years has died, while 36 other people sustained injuries after the bus they were traveling in plunged into the Mwambashi stream in Kitwe. So, yeah, we always talk about being road smart. And it's sad that, sometimes, I don't know, is it a coincidence that some of the accidents that have been recorded of late involve the members of the SDA? Is it that they make a lot of trips? They move a lot. And the likelihood of them finding themselves in such situations are so high. We don't know, but I think of late we've heard stories of the SDA members being involved in road accidents. I remember that sad issue of SDA youths at Bangweulu. And then was it last week when we had the issue of the Catholics also in Eastern Province also were coming from some camp somewhere. I don't know. We need to find the root cause. Why these issues do happen? Or it's like they jump onto vehicles that are not roadworthy. It could be one of the reasons. So I think the church leaders should take keen interest and find out why these things are happening, because it does not sound good. You're coming from worship and then you get involved in such a scenario, and people might just start asking, but we are coming from worshiping God. Why? Where was he? Why did he not protect us? Such situations, so searching questions. We move on to the daily revelation. Police probe Chitambo DC over 2 girls' death. Also, we had the story, Winter will regret aligning with UPND Saki. Okay. And government doesn't understand agitation over cybercrime bill, PS. Then we have another, the story, Mars warns millers against abstaining from mandatory aflatoxin test. That's in the daily revelation. We move on to the must. The big story on the front page of the Must newspaper is a liar for president. Stop the arbitrary arrest on opposition leaders. Just deal with your fears. Kalaba. This should be Hari Kalaba. And the other story, this was got to end VJ. Which one now? It is disheartening to watch Gazan gravitating from the part of Gaza to the other helplessly and not finding any safe place to go, says veteran politician and diplomat Vernon Mwanga. The people of Gaza have suffered. I'm telling you, if you watch TV, you can feel for the people of Gaza. Now polio, a case of serious polio broke out where even a child died. That's when now Israel has decided to say, we'll give you breathing space so that you can do the vaccination, because they know that if polio reaches Gaza, then the likelihood of polio reaching Israel is so high. Then we have another story. It appears UN has realized Zambia has Okay, this is a story that was Akalama was talking about. It appears UN has realized Zambia as a liar for president. Okay, if you are a leader, first lead yourself, says Narumango. If you are a leader, first lead yourself. I can say if you're a leader, lead by example. That sounds better. Okay, the other story is no development takes place without peace. That is Zimbabwean envoy. And another story in the mast is there comes a time when we say, I've spoken enough, it's time to act. That is Collins Nzovu, the Water Affairs Minister. And lastly, before we get to the news headlines, the big story in the news, Diggers says, now I'll have access to HH. I'll share ideas from inside, says Winter after joining UPND Alliance. Okay. Police broke into my house looking for JJ Lamain search, but a businessman. That's another story in the news, Diggers. And we are only able to supply 3 hours of power per day, Zesco. That's a story I wanted to talk to you about. So Zesco has announced that from yesterday, they can only manage to supply you with 3 hours of power so that you can charge your phones and do some other activities. And after 3 hours, they get that power. It goes. So they released the statement that now they can only supply power for 3 hours. So sad. Yeah, it's sad for small-scale businessmen, the entrepreneurs who can feel what they are going through. And I was watching some TV station, local TV station. Okay, I'll mention it, KBN, because they mentioned it themselves, that they are facing a challenge that to an extent whereby they have switched off some studios at the TV station because they cannot just manage to run them on diesel. And this is what I've always been talking about. This is a challenge even us at KFM we are going through, because I imagine power is just for 3 hours, and then the rest of the day you need to run the station on diesel, and we cannot switch off this station because it's a source of information. You need this station to get that information, but if we just switch it off, we'll do you a disservice. So we are getting into the worst nightmare in terms of load shedding. I don't know how we are going to survive. May God have mercy on Zambia. Let's get to the news headlines at 8.
Lines at 8.
APP leader calls on politicians to quit telling lies. Socialist Party President Fred members called for the equal treatment of all citizens. Luapula Provincial Agriculture Coordinator issues warning against potential malpractices in the implementation of FACIP. And massive protest hit Israel after 6 hostages killed in Gaza. In sports, Polopolo boys off to Ivory Coast for AFCON qualifier.
The Careful News. If it matters to you, it matters to us. The station where dance all day. Play together.
China's music on a China's station. Station that makes you get it bigger. Radio just got bigger.
Hi, I'm Matthias from Belgium, and I listen to KFM when I'm in Zambia, and back home via the internet.
Hi, I'm Miriam from Austria, and I listen to KFM when I'm in Zambia and back home via the internet.
Hi, I'm Leah from Austria, and I listen to KFM when I am in Zambia and back home via the internet.
95.5 is my station. A new dawn is on the horizon, a reason to turn your radios back on. 95.5, a breath of fresh air.
You know we're going to bring you another exclusive. You're like right here.
This is KFM.
Zuwilajwani mulibuti Mwishani mulibwaji Tibila ni manja Tipange na banja We have family
When family gives you unexpected laundry challenges, give them Banjo washing powder. Banjo washing powder, the family detergent.
Sit down in your soul. What you waiting for? Come on, let's go.
Shake things up with shaken said fruity milk. Shaken said, when fresh, it's fruity.
Missed out on your favorite local shows due to load shedding? Don't worry. DSTV and GoTV got you covered with the Zambezi Reloaded channel. A channel dedicated to replay all your favorite Zambezi magic shows at different times so you can stay up to date. Catch Zambezi Reloaded on DSTV channel 165 and GoTV channel 57. T's and C's apply.
Are you tired of sitting in traffic? Rushing from one class to another? Do you ever wish you could take control of your own schedule and learn at your own pace? Then the University of Zambia Institute of Distance Education has the solution for you. Our distance programs are designed to cater for your busy schedule, and our postgraduate programs range from PhD in any field, Master of Business Administration, Master of Arts in various fields, Master of Science including Public Health, Nursing and Physiotherapy, Master of Education in Educational Management, Master of Science in Counseling, Master of Science in Peace Leadership and Conflict Resolution. Our undergraduate degree programs include Bachelor of Laws, business-related programs, Bachelor of Science including Public Health, Nursing, Physiotherapy, Bachelor of Education in various fields. Join us by applying on our online link online.uza.zm for UZA IDE programs and ZOU online.uza.zm for UZA or ZOU postgraduate programs. For more details, give us a call on 0978 772249 or 0772 832487 or come in person at our Gismondi offices 122 Mandela Road, Lusaka. You can also visit our provincial centers in all the provincial towns or drop us an email at customercare@uza.zm or visit our website www.uza.zm.
Greatness is everywhere. It's in the places you go, the people you meet, the things you do. Introducing Shaka Soft Drinks, a unique, refreshing drink that celebrates greatness. Shaka, celebrate greatness.
Mushawalikwatako abanobe abatetsi bakwalukire balakwikatirira okulenga wasanika ng'entanda mushawalikwatako umunobe nga Movit Styling Gel. Oh yeah. Iyi Movit irekata n'okulalika emishishi okufuma akachero kufika n'ekyumulo. Wow. Movit Styling Gel yalyangusha inchito era irakwata n'okubekesha emishishi yonse eri mwakwata okuyibumpya. Movit Styling Gel isangwa muma supermarkets, muma cosmetic shops, na muma saloni ayali mupepi na imwe. Movit, all day confidence.
Summer
baby, no more stretching the clothes look bright and new. And the fragrance keeps on getting stronger every time I move. Silky, silky smooth, looking fresh and smelling good. Get carried away by the long-lasting freshness of you. Always looking fresh, always looking good. Because of you, always at my best with Boom Fabric Conditioner.
Try Boom Fabric Conditioner for a scent that lasts.
John Roy, inkwateri ashiri suma. Nakumwoneka ensitu yako yakulenga ndaba chairman. Era kululupia olwingi. Oh, okay. Nishi ulingira okutemwa.
Wekala kamana kanda kama kamukadwe lero kalena kena kanya kansushina kera mkaka nunu na makataka kwetero banyana bento bale umva bwino.
Chabipa sana. Ubwafya tawutarukanya abana. Namanga akonkanya okwata abana. Umwana nanyina balalwalirira.
Yo ubwafya baba nomukashwanje afika isho cha usoboka na ibita kwa 11.
Nicho fo twalire ku kipatala mpya tupanda amano pafe twingatarukanya abana.
Nisiona mwina mwomla lanchane kwa mali ashiria bana mai.
Umwamu wafika kwa alingire okusakamana olupwa lwakwe. Nafe mulimo wesunga bashibantu okuchingirira olupwa okukana alwalirira.
Nomona nomba
takikosere ine nomwina mwanji twalisalapo okubonfyeshira iringire bakutarukanya abana era n'okusuminishanya abana tulefa okukwata
nasambirira we na ine nomwina mwanji tulina okya kuchipatala
wendeshe pakutira tukayekulenga ndi abacheyama
ndi mwana mwine mwine kabiri nalisakamana ubumino obuyo bwalikolwandi naye bene kiteni kimo kindi nanshanye nina abatumiko bene kwakupakanya abana abakukwata kabiri tandalire ntukutale kiri mupepi naye mwe bakwishurako ifingi
abakiminetera kweyimbira bachipani chabumu kubombera pamwe n'aba bafiirishako.
Tune in to the Agenda program on Monday morning from 9 hours to 10 hours for a special episode focused on media freedom in Zambia. We will be joined by veteran journalist Kaseba Mashila Kaseba, who will share his insights on the current state of media freedom under the UPND government. Kaseba Mashila Kaseba is a respected journalist with a long history of covering Zambian politics and society. He is known for his fearless reporting commitment to holding those in power accountable. He will discuss opportunities facing journalists in Zambia today, and he will offer his perspective on how the UPND government can promote a more free and independent media. Join host Jakuma Pembulo and Kaseba Mashila Kaseba for a thought-provoking discussion on media freedom in Zambia. Tune in to the Agenda program on Monday morning from 9 hours to 10 hours, only on KFM 95.5.
This is KFM 95.5 FM.
It's the KFM Total Classic. Going back in time.
No woman, no cry. No woman, no cry. Said I remember when we used to sit in the government yard in Trenchtown. Over serving the hypocrites as they would mingle with the good people we made. Good friends we have, oh good friends we lost along the way. In this bright future, you can't forget your past. So dry your tears, I say. No woman, no cry. No woman, no cry. Dear little darling, don't shed no tears. No woman, no cry. only for it, of which I'll share with you. My fear is my only carriage, so I've got to push on through. But what I'm gonna need, everything's gonna be alright. 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 So woman, I cry. What is this thing? Don't shed no tears. No, woman, not cry.
Into the box, 1-on-1, scores, United goal! Liverpool at the goal is Milana! Sanchez, chips it! Boy, Manchester City left that late. Ali and Kane together, and Lukaku has got that hat-trick.
Come on.